Hello, Mataji, and you're watching Northeast Express on HornbillTV. The formation of a popular government in Manipur in the near future has emerged as a strong possibility. Party sources said amid intensified organizational and political activity by the Bharatiya Janata Party, a series of meetings held in New Delhi on Monday and a crucial meeting scheduled for Tuesday are seen as key steps in the process, with the BJP legislative party leaders expected to be chosen following the deliberations. Meanwhile, in a significant move earlier, the BJP Parliamentary Board appointed Tarun Chugh, National General Secretary, as central observer for the election of the party's legislative leader in Manipur. The decision was conveyed through an official press release issued by Arun Singh, National General Secretary and headquarters in charge of the party. Party sources indicated that the appointment of the central observer and the ongoing high-level consultations underline the seriousness of efforts to finalize leadership and pave the way for the formation of a popular government in the state. Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee President K. Meghachandra on Tuesday mounted a scathing attack on the centre, accusing it of abdicating its constitutional responsibility towards Manipur despite the state being under President's rule. Addressing a press conference, Meghachandra said that President's rule places the entire administrative, financial and constitutional responsibility squarely on the union government, yet the union budget failed to provide any special package for Manipur, even as the state continues to reel under prolonged violence and mass displacement. Warning of deeper consequences, Meghachandra said that any move to form a popular government without restoring law and order could push Manipur into a constitutional crisis, undermining democratic and constitutional norms.
So, sir, Manipur is suffering for last 2.5 years due to ethnic crisis and other reasons. However, there is no mention of Manipur in union budget. What is your reaction on it?
We are not happy. I'm not happy, and the people of Manipur are not happy with this union budget 2026-27. And at the time when our state is battling the displacement and the economic disruptions and the deep social distress, so the people expected this decisive national support, but that is not there. There is no support from the union government, particularly for Manipur. And again, we don't see any special package for the crisis of the Manipur. And again, there is no reconstruction missions. We don't see any this reconstruction plan for the violence affected areas, the different villages in Manipur. And that's why we are not happy, and it shows that the central government is not serious on Manipur. And again, this no employment roadmap. So in general too, there is no this provision for the job generations in this budget, particularly for Manipur. We don't see any the plan for the jobs of the youth of Manipur. So we see for the last 3 years we are suffering a lot, and the schemes that are given by the centers too, that is not properly implemented. There is no strong intervention from the central government. Now, while ignoring a state like Manipur that urgently needs healing, can it be said that is an inclusive growth?
The BJP on Monday appointed its National General Secretary Tarun Chugh as the central observer for the election of the legislative party leader in Manipur, indicating the possible formation of a government. The president's rule in the state bordering Myanmar, which saw Meitei Kuki ethnic violence, will complete 1 year on February 30. Several National Democratic Alliance MLAs from Manipur are in Delhi to meet the BJP leadership and discuss government formation in Manipur. The ruling PJP's MLAs will hold a big meeting at the party's national office at 3 p.m. on Tuesday. Another meeting of MLAs from the PJP's alliance partners will be held at Manipur Bhavan at 4 p.m. President's rule was imposed after former Chief Minister N. Biren Singh resigned on February 9, 2025. The 60-member state assembly, whose tenure is till 2027, was put under suspended animation or inactive but not dissolved. Manipur leaders who have arrived in Delhi included former Chief Minister N. Biren Singh, Assembly Speaker Satya Brata Singh and former Minister Y. Kim Chand Singh. PJP State President A. Shraddha Devi is also in Delhi. PJP MP Dilip Saikia on Monday hit out at Lok Sabha leaders of opposition Rahul Gandhi over his remarks in Parliament, saying the issues raised had no connection with the President of India's address. Saikia accused Gandhi of attempting to mislead the country, spread confusion and undermine the morale of the armed forces, while also questioning the nation's security.
की बात की है, क्या कहना है आपका?
देखिए, राहुल गांधी जी ने जो विषय उठाने का कोशिश किया है, उस विषय का, उस मुद्दे का, एक तो राष्ट्रपति भाषण के जो अभिभाषण के ऊपर जो चर्चा चल रही है सदन में, उसके साथ कोई संपर्क नहीं है, नंबर 1। नंबर 2, कोई भी किसी विषय का कोई कोटेशन देना चाहता है तो कोई किताब प्रकाशित हुआ है क्या? वो जो किताब के बारे में बोल रहा है वो प्रकाशित हुआ ही नहीं। किताब एक पूरे भ्रम फैलाने का देश में और भारत के मान सम्मान मर्यादा, भारत की सुरक्षा प्रति प्रश्न चिन्ह लगाने का राहुल गांधी का हमेशा की तरह आज भी सदन के अंदर में यही इरादा था। तो सेना का मनोबल कैसे घटे, देश के जवानों का मनोबल कैसे घटे, देश का सुरक्षा नीतियों पर कैसे बाहर के शत्रु देश सवाल कर सके, उसको एक फॉइलिंग करने का एक इरादा राहुल गांधी का वो स्टेटमेंट में हमेशा बार बार माननीय लोकसभा के अध्यक्ष जी ने उनको रोका, उनको बोला है सदन नीति के आधार पर, नियम के आधार पर और परंपरा के आधार पर चलता है। 353, 349 जो रूल्स है उसमें वो जिक्र नहीं कर सकते हैं क्योंकि पुस्तक प्रकाशित ही नहीं हुआ है। कोई पुस्तक प्रकाशित नहीं हुआ तो कोई मैगजीन का हवाला देना शुरू कर दिया। मैगजीन में भी कई सारे इशू, कई सारे विषय मुद्दे छपते हैं, लेकिन जब देश का सुरक्षा का विषय होता है, देश का आभ्यंतरीण जो मामला होता है, वो देश के सदन में इसका खिलाफ बोलने का किसी को परमिशन नहीं है। ये राहुल गांधी हो, दिलीप सैकिया हो, किसी को भी परमिशन नहीं है देश के खिलाफ सदन के अंदर या सदन के बाहर भी बोलने का। भी ये नैतिक मतलब उसका जिम्मेदारी होता है, जिसको देश का सम्मान, देश का मर्यादा, देश का सुरक्षा के विषय को हम अपने ही अंदर कुछ भी विषय आया तो हम चर्चा कर सकते हैं, लेकिन देश को निशा दिखाने का जो उनका इरादा है, मकसद है, उसको कभी भी एक साधारण आम आदमी भी उसको अलाउ नहीं करेगा। सदन तो छोड़ दीजिए।
Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee President K. Megachandra has moved the High Court of Manipur on what he alleges are the unconstitutional acts of Manipur Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla under Article 174, Clause 1 and for dissolution of the remainder of the 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly under Article 174, Clause 2 of the Constitution. On January 29, Megachandra approached the court through a writ petition. The petition challenged the actions of the governor under Article 174 of the Indian Constitution for the Chief Justice to consider via an appropriate division bench. The Manipur PCC president alleged that the Manipur governor had been involved in unconstitutional acts under Article 174, Clause 1, further seeking dissolution of the remaining term of the 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly under Article 174, Clause 2 of the Indian Constitution. While senior advocate N. Bhubendra Meite is appearing as the counsel for the petitioner in the case, the Union of India and other respondents are represented by K.H. Samarjit, learned Deputy Solicitor General of India, assisted by by N. Nongtamba. Meanwhile, the Manipur government was represented by an Advocate General Lenin Hijam along with Deputy Government Advocate O. Paran Raran Kumar. The matter deals with the interpretation of Article 174 of the Indian Constitution, the court observed. It is referred to the Chief Justice of the Manipur High Court, A. Guneshwar Sharma, for consideration of the integral issues involved in the writ petition by an appropriate division bench. The court clarified that no legal notices have been issued to any respondents till now in this matter. The registry has been directed only to place the file before the Chief Justice of Manipur High Court for further administrative orders regarding the listing of the case. Security forces and Manipur police continued intensive search, cordon and area domination operation across vulnerable and fringe areas of Manipur, leading to the recovery of arms, ammunition, explosives and the arrest of several individuals involved in insurgency-linked and criminal activities. On February 2nd, security forces recovered a significant cache of arms and explosive from the general area of Pongmol and SL Zojang under Tengnopal police station in Tengnopal district. The recoveries included one AK-47 rifle with magazine, 2 pistols, 2 single-barrel rifles, live ammunition, empty cases, radio sets, compact dress items, footwear IED wires and 18 improvised explosive devices, which were safely disposed of at the spot. Additionally, on February 2, Manipur police arrested MD Sabir Ahmed, 46, from the North AOC area of Imphal West District and seized 15.556 kg of brown sugar along with Tata truck. Security agencies said such sustained operations are part of ongoing efforts to curb insurgency, drug trafficking and other criminal activities in the state. A police raid at Sribhumi jail resulted in the seizure of 29 mobile phones along with that mobile charger, sharp weapons, hookahs, biris, cigarettes, lighters and various objectionable items have also been confiscated. Acting on secret information, the Sribhumi police team conducted a raid at the jail on Monday night and seized these items. In a jail with strict security, where no one has the right or permission to bring anything in from outside, the latest seizures has raised concerns. It is worth mentioning that for a long time, allegations of anti-social activities in Sribhumi district jail have been raised. Based on these allegations, a large police team led by Senior Superintendent of Police Leena Dole reached the jail on Monday night and conducted this raid. Allegations have surfaced that these items were being supplied inside the jail with the cooperation of the jail authorities. Regarding this, Additional Superintendent of Police of District Manas Pratim Chaudhary had started an investigation.
District jailot eta operation chalao Goponotra pom khedi tat ami 29 mobile phone jobdo koru eta hukka jitu stand pom ami kisu apottijonok apunar blader box paisu aru saku enuka dhৰণৰ আপত্তিজনক সামগ্ৰী আমি জব্দ কৰিব সক্ষম হৈছো বিভিন্ন আমি কালি ৰাতি সাডেন এটা হেৰি কৰিছো ৰেড কৰিছো ঠিক তেনেকৈ আমি অপাৰেচন কৰি থাকিম এই সংগঠনত কে আছে কে জড়িত আছে আপোনা জানেনি এটা আমি বিশেষ তদন্ত কৰি তাৰ পিছত আমি জনাব পাৰিম ভালকৈ আপোনাক জেল তো স্যার প্ৰহিবিটেড এৰিয়া হেতু মোবাইল ইউজ কৰা হৈছে স্যার হেতু কাৰণে কি পদক্ষেপ গ্ৰহণ কৰা হ'ব তেওঁলোক আমি যেটো আমাৰ ফাইন্ডিংছ পাইছো এটো আমি ওপৰ মহলত জনাম তাৰ পিছত তেওঁলোকৰ দায়িত্ব পালন কৰিব পদক্ষেপ থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার
As many as 8 Lok Sabha MPs have been suspended for the entire budget session for throwing papers at the chair. The suspended lawmakers include Manik Cham Thakur, Gurjit Singh Hajul Aujla, Aminder Singh Raja Waring, Kiran Kumar Reddy, S. Venkateshan Hibi Eden, Dane Kuriakosi and Prashant Padole. Out of these MPs, 7 are from the Congress party while 1 Venkatesan is from CPM. The action against the MPs came after Union Minister of Parliamentary Affairs Kiran Rijiju presented a resolution in this regard. The Congress MPs, including Rahul Gandhi, have launched an ardent protest against the suspension of their fellow lawmakers. Following this, the lower house was adjourned for the day, with proceedings to now resume on Wednesday at 11 a.m.
कार्रवाई बुधवार दिनांक 4 फरवरी 2026 को प्रातः 11 बजे तक के लिए स्थगित की जाती है।
After Lok Sabha resumed proceedings at 2 p.m. on Tuesday, chaos continued as LOP Rahul Gandhi once again took up the unpublished memoir of former Army Chief M.M. Narwani to talk about the national security. The House was adjourned soon after. Gandhi once again mentioned the magazine article on Narwani's memoir and said he had authenticated it, meaning he submitted a signed copy of the article affirming that it is correct to the best of his knowledge. Chaos continued on second consecutive day in the Lok Sabha on Tuesday as the proceedings were adjourned twice within an hour. The House was first adjourned within minutes after the proceedings began for the day at 11 a.m. and the House was adjourned once again till 2 p.m. within minutes after the proceedings began at 12 noon. The opposition protested against a range of issues, from alleged demolition drive at Varanasi's Manikarnika Ghat and also against the India-US trade deal announced by the US President Donald Trump on Monday. Security forces and Manipur police continued intensive search, cordon and area domination operations across vulnerable and fringe areas of Manipur, leading to the recovery of arms, ammunition, explosives and the arrest of several individuals involved in insurgency-linked and criminal activities. On February 2, security forces recovered a significant catch of arms and explosives from the general area of Pongmol and SL Zodgam under Technopal police station. The recoveries included one AK-47 rifle with magazine, 2 pistols, 2 single-barrel rifle live ammunition, empty cases, radio sets, combat dress items, footwear, IED wires and 18 improvised explosives, which were safely disposed of at the spot. Additionally, on February 2, Manipur police arrested MD Sabir Ahmad, 46, from the North AOC area of Imphal, West District and seized 15.556 kg of brown sugar along with a Tata truck. Security agencies said such sustained operations are part of ongoing efforts to curb insurgency, drug trafficking and other criminal activities in the state. Congress on Tuesday demanded the complete details of the India-US trade deal, raising questions over several key aspects such as the opening of the agriculture sector, the reduction of tariffs to zero, and a pause on the purchases of Russian oil as claimed by US President Donald Trump. In a post on X, Congress first questioned the manner of the deal announcement, then delved into the details shared by Donald Trump. The party said the reducing tariff and non-tariff barriers against the US to zero will impact India and also questioned how opening the agriculture sector would ensure the security of farmers. Congress further questioned the PM Modi government over the agreement to stop the purchase of discounted Russian oil as claimed by Trump. This comes after US President Donald Trump, after a phone call with Prime Minister Narendra Modi, announced an India-US trade deal. Let's listen to what Congress leaders have to say on the issue.
Looks like it, if the President of America can decide whom India will trade with, it looks like that we don't seem to be having an independent grip of international affairs. I mean, America is deciding that India will stop buying oil from Russia. We just had the Russian president over for a state dinner only a month ago, and then India has had historical ties with Iran, and now he's saying we'll have to buy oil from Venezuela, and he's also setting an amount of money in which India will buy from the United States. I mean, this is unprecedented. So, we are a sovereign country, and we should decide what's best for our interests. Again, I'm reiterating, we need America, America needs us, but it must be a relationship based on mutual trust and respect.
Yesterday we have seen ruckus in Parliament.
See, I've always said that India needs America and America needs India. Both are large economies, both have large populations. America cannot replace the supply chains from India very easily. But President Trump is a very mercurial president. At one stage he said the Indian economy is dead. Now he says that he's very happy to trade with India. At one stage he said that he interceded to stop the war between India and Pakistan, and he said that numerous times. So really do not know where Trump stands. I mean, right now he has announced in his social media post that he is reducing the tariff to 18%. But what are the conditions precedent for that? I mean, he's prohibiting India from buying oil from Russia, from Iran, two long-standing trading partners of India, and he's saying that India will buy oil from his new colony Venezuela. Then he is saying that India will buy $500 billion worth of goods from the United States. Are we buying $500 billion worth of goods from the United States right now, or are we capable of buying that? Is there a sovereign guarantee which the Indian government must give in order to buy $500 billion worth of goods? So until we have the details of a trade pact, how can we pass judgment? We can't be passing judgment merely on social media posts of President Trump. And President Trump is known to be making very, on impulse, he makes a lot of statements. So how can we pass judgment until we get full details? And the government of India must give a comprehensive statement and must also say what concessions they are giving to the United States and what concessions the United States is giving to India to trade. I am again reiterating, India needs America, America needs India. We have both large economies, large populations, and we must both mutually work together. There is no doubt about that. But the details, the devil is in the details.
ऐसा लगता है हाल की घटनाओं से जैसे भारत की राजधानी नई दिल्ली से शिफ्ट होकर वाशिंगटन पहुंच गई है और मोदी जी लॉन्ग लीव पर चले गए हैं, बड़ी छुट्टी पर चले गए हैं। सारे भारत के निर्णय तो हमें वाशिंगटन से मालूम हो रहा है, वहां के राष्ट्रपति डोनाल्ड ट्रंप बता रहे हैं। मैं जानना चाहता हूं कि ऑपरेशन सिंदूर के रोकने की घोषणा हो तो वाशिंगटन से, वेनेजुएला से भारत तेल खरीदेगा और रूस से नहीं खरीदेगा, इसकी घोषणा भी ट्रंप साहब वाशिंगटन डी से करेंगे। यही नहीं, भारत अमेरिका व्यापार समझौता इसकी भी, जिसके अभी डिटेल्स आना बाकी हो गया, इसकी घोषणा भी वाशिंगटन से होगी, अमेरिका की राजधानी से, भारत की राजधानी से नहीं। मैं साफ कहना चाहता हूं, भारत की एक गौरवशाली इतिहास रहा, एक महान देश, महान परंपराओं का देश है, स्वतंत्र देश है, कभी अमेरिका के निर्देशों पर नहीं चला है। प्रधानमंत्री जी, आपकी खामोशी हमें अखर रही है, देश के स्वाभिमान के खिलाफ है, देश की सार्वभौमिकता के खिलाफ है, देश के गौरवशाली इतिहास के खिलाफ है। आप कदम उठाइए, बोलिए, जो सच है वो हम आपसे सुनना चाहते हैं, संसद में सुनना चाहते हैं, भारत की राजधानी दिल्ली में सुनना चाहते हैं। अजीब तमाशा है।
So now the pattern seems to be that it's not through our government or our Prime Minister that India comes to know what is happening or what is the deal. Whether it's a ceasefire announcement, whether it's a trade deal announcement, President Trump seems to be making all the announcements. So have we surrendered totally to President Trump and America, or don't we have an identity of our own? Now secondly, there's a smoke screen, there's a lot of smoke in the crowd. We need clarity on many things because President Trump says that we are going to buy, India is going to buy oil not from Russia but from Venezuela and America, that there's agriculture sector is going to be opened up. So what is the security of our farmers? And they say also that the tariffs for American goods to India market will be zero. So all these are the things which there are a lot of everything in the air. So when Parliament is in session, when the confidence of the Parliament and also the people of India is definitely required, so they can table the EU deal and also the trade deal with US. We can discuss it in Parliament and let the government explain. But we really wish that we get to hear from our own, those who head our country, than hearing from US President.
Ma'am, US Agriculture Secretary post on X. Deal will export more American farm products to India. Farm products.
Exactly. So it is the agricultural person of United States who is posting on X. So where is our secretary? Where is our systems? Where is our those who are heads? They should be putting clarity on this. They should be the ones who is announcing first. But there's nothing. There's total lack of clarity on what is going to happen to our farmers, our farm production, our market. So all these are serious concerns, and that is why we should have all these in front of before the Parliament, and let's have a debate and discussion. So there's no smoke screen, there's nothing to hide. Let the Parliament know that what exactly is the deal that is being signed, instead of every time President Trump making announcement and we as listeners.
That's all we have for now. Keep watching Hornbill TV.